This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. RAMUNTO'S in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialists. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. And by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, as we are set to begin second half action. Bellows Falls Terriers with a late touchdown to go up 33-14 over the Colonels of Brattleboro. And welcome back to our Facebook audience as well. Second YCN Game of the Week. And the kickoff goes to the Colonels, fielded by number 12, Kyle DeRoja, and he'll return it back to 26-yard line, where the Colonels will take over first down as they begin the second half.
Tune in every week for YCN Sports Talk, focusing on our region's college and professional sports with the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week and YCN Sports Wrap of high school varsity sports. If you're watching this game on Sunday, both shows follow at 2 p.m. and 2:30. Check your local listings for other air times.
So first and 10 for the Colonels from their own 26-yard line, trailing by 19 points. Need a score here to cut into this lead. Shotgun snap, and the keeper fakes the pitch, and Milleret keeps it himself, falls forward for a few yards. Maybe gains 3 yards to the 29-yard line. That'll bring up second down. So, Andrew, that first half really, the scoreboard says all Bellows Falls, 33-14, but Brattleboro hung in there nicely, just giving up that late touchdown pass, late touchdown right before the half.
Yeah, the Colonels definitely hanging into this game.
Handoff, and the ball is loose, fumbled away, and it goes directly to the Terriers.
And it was Gunnar Sawyer there, number 50, in on that recovery. Just as we were saying, the Colonels were hanging into this game. They turn it over.
And that's their second turnover deep in their own territory. The first one was an interception that the Terriers ended up scoring a touchdown after the turnover. And now if the Terriers put this one in the end zone, really could be hurting for the Colonels. So first down and 10. Handoff to the left side and breaks a couple tackles and really almost goes in untouched is the ball carrier, number 22, Shane Clark. 30-yard touchdown scamper on first down. 11:05 to play in the third quarter.
The Bellows Falls really 2 plays, 1 defensive turnover and 1 offensive play. Scoring a quick touchdown here. Shane Clark with that nice run to the left. Bellows Falls putting their foot on the gas pedal right here to start the second half.
And Logan Cota will be out to attempt the extra point. They've had one fake that was not converted. This one is blocked and not returnable. So the extra point is no good, but the score now, Bellows Falls 39, Brattleboro 14. We will take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 11:05 to play in the third quarter. Bellows Falls leading 39-14. A quick score there. And the kick fielded by the Colonels, returned to about the 32-yard line or so. We'll see where they spot it. And once again, a turnover on that last possession by the Colonels leads to a Bellows Falls touchdown. 2 turnovers for the Brattleboro squad have been turned into touchdowns, into points. And right now, this game is slipping further and further away from the Colonels.
If you're interested in advertising on any of YCN's programs or networks, or might want your local event televised, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
So Millerick in the shotgun. He'll hand it off, and going nowhere is Frost. Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, and be 2nd and 14 for the Colonels.
Nice job by the Terrier defense there, penetrating the offensive line, knocking the Colonels back a few yards.
So 2nd and 14. Millerick in the shotgun. He fires to the right side as the man open. Nice catch there by Jeremy Rounds. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, plus about 7 more yards. Ends up 3rd and 3 from the 39-yard line. They need to get to the 42 for a first down.
Yeah, very nice catch by Rounds there. Had to extend to his left, turn around and make that catch. Millerick maybe slightly not where he wanted to put the ball, but Rounds adjusted and made the catch, and they got a nice play there. That looks to be about 3rd and 4.
And they've tried that play a couple times, that little shot to Rounds. One was a quick one out in the flats. That one was obviously a little bit deeper, but sure-handed receiver on the outside. Here's Millerick scampering around, breaks free of one tackle, has a little bit of room, finds a man, and he overthrows him just a little high. And 12, Kyle DeRosia not able to come down with it, and they are not able to convert on 3rd down. So here comes the punt team for the Colonels.
Yeah, and Millerick, we've seen him by himself a bunch of times tonight, running around the pocket, running just outside of it, and made a pretty good pass to DeRosia, a little high. The Terriers' defense really stepping up, putting pressure on Millerick, making him uncomfortable back in the pocket.
So punt team now on. Kicked from the 30-yard line. Fumbled away, and the ball is loose. Looks like Bellows Falls did fall on it. So instead of calling for the fair catch, he tries to make a catch while he's moving forward in traffic. Ball was fumbled and bounced around a little bit, but luckily for the Terriers, they were able to fall on it and retain possession. So they'll take over at the 40-yard line with 9:24 to go. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by LaValle Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, 9:24 to play in the 3rd quarter. Pitch to number 47, and he is able to get about half the distance. That'll bring up 2nd and about 5.
Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show can be seen on YCN's WYCX Outside Television at 5 p.m. every weekday. Tune in daily to get up to date on what's happening in sports.
Brady Clark with the carry there, picks up 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to move inside 9 minutes. 39-14, Bellows Falls. Handoff to the up back, number 24. Julian Christensen with the carry. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe gains a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Terriers from the 46-yard line. They have to get to the 50 to get a first down.
Yeah, and if the Colonels want any chance of coming back into this game, they have to stop Terriers right here. Can't afford to give up any more points.
Oh, and a little jump on the defensive line. He's not able to pull himself back. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and I believe that will be enough. It was 3rd and 4, so 5 yards will give them the first down. Spots the ball on the 49-yard line of the Colonels. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Colonels. Bellows Falls scoring 55 seconds into this second half, excuse me. Off the turnover, then one play a long 30-yard touchdown run. QB keeps it himself. That's Logan Coda. Gets to the 45-yard line, a gain of 4 yards on first down.
That was Kyle DeRoja there in on the tackle for the Colonels. Nice job by him.
And it looks like we have a timeout, injury timeout on the field. Quarterback Logan Coda stretching, so Bellows Falls takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 7:28 to go in the third quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide out of the timeout here, and a new quarterback in for Bellows Falls, number 12, Griffin Warias. He'll draw back and pass a little deep and incomplete, overthrown. Intended for number 83, Dylan Clark. So that'll bring up third down. And wonder how Coda is doing, if he will enter back into the game. And it looks like here he comes. Logan Coda just sits down one play, and he'll come back in. Third and a long 6. 7:23 to play. Coda with the handoff. He's able to break free. The ball carrier, 22, Shane Clark, over the 40-yard line, but still short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. You go for it here, Andrew, with the big lead across the 50-yard line?
You know, just 1 yard to go. To me, why not? You know, you turn the ball over here, you still have a big lead. It's only the middle of the third quarter, so still a ton of time left to go, but you are just over half field, so looks like they're going for it.
Coda keeps it around the right side. He gets the first down and more, sheds a tackle, but he's run out of bounds. Not before he picks up a good chunk of yardage. First down, and Bellows Falls Terriers continue to move the chains.
Today's game is being brought in part by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more. Thank all of our advertisers for their support.
So first and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Coda with the handoff, but the whistle blows before the snap, so that'll most likely be a false start, and that'll be marched back 5 yards and replay first down. .6:35 to play in the third quarter. Bellows Falls with the lone touchdown of the second half, extending their lead to 25, and they're looking to add another one here as they're driving at the 36-yard line of the Colonels. So first and 15 after the penalty. Coda with the handoff. Clark's able to get a few yards, maybe gets the penalty yardage back almost to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. So that'll be second and about 9 or 10. They put the ball right at the 30-yard line. They do have to get to the 20 for the first down, so second and 10.
Yeah, and the Terriers really haven't had a ton of trouble moving the ball tonight on offense. Shane Clark has been big again. He's looking like one of the better backs in the division. The Terriers' offensive line has been pretty solid too, creating a ton of good holes for him.
Coda under center, Clark in the backfield. Coda will drop back and attempt the rare pass as he's flushed out to the left. Throws deep, has a man, and he catches it. Touchdown. Number 14, Keenan Lowe, with the touchdown pass, and he's injured, but the touchdown does count. 30-yard pass play.
Yeah, really looked like that ball was maybe gonna be defended and just knocked down, but Lowe made a great catch on the ball, fighting through some contact. He is down on the field. Hopefully he's okay.
So we'll have an injury timeout. Bellows falls up 45-14, 5:38 to play in the third quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Extra point is up, and it is good. So after the injury timeout, number 14, Keenan Lowe, does walk off the field under his own power, so he is okay. The extra point is up and good, giving Bellows Falls the 46-14 lead with 5:38 to play in this third quarter. We'll take another break. Bellows Falls kicking off. After this, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by M.J. Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 5:38 to play in the third quarter. Bellows Falls Terriers lead the Brattleboro Colonels 46-14. Kick is away. Fielded by 22, Chris Frost, and he breaks free, but there's a flag on the play. He's tackled over the 40-yard line, just about the 41-yard line, but a flag way back at the 30. So we'll wait to see what the call is here. Would imagine it would be a holding on the return team. Chop block on Bellows Falls, or Brattleboro, excuse me. So they will be penalized from the spot of the foul. That'll take a nice return, which was to the 40, back quite a ways. They're pacing it off now, and it's going to be inside their own 20, just about the 16-yard line where Brattleboro will take over.
Next week's YCN Game of the Week travels to Middlebury as they host St. Johnsbury. And the following week, YCN will be in Lebanon, New Hampshire as they host Hanover in the annual Principals Cup game. All games premiere Saturday night.
Tyler Millerick in the shotgun, pitches to Frost. He cuts to the edge, gets around the corner, and he's able to pick up the first down. Nicely done. And we have seen 22 sophomore Chris Frost have some nice runs tonight, just not able to keep it going enough to sustain momentum. But when he's carried the ball to the outside, he's had some success.
Yeah, he absolutely has, and both 22s on both teams, 22 Frost and Brattleboro and 22 Shane Clark. Bellows Falls, both very good running backs, making a big impact here in this game.
Millerick again in the shotgun. This time he'll fire out, and a wide open Kyle DeRosia, the defender, slipped on the comeback route, and nice job by DeRosia to haul that in and pick up what appears to be another first down. See whether they spot it.
Yeah, very nice move by DeRosia coming off the line, made his defender fall down, came back for the reception.
They're going to say it's a little short, so second and short. Millerick in the shotgun. Hand off to Carroll, who breaks free for the first down. Doesn't get much more, but he does get it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Colonels.
I know it's still the third quarter, but if I'm the Colonels, probably taking out some of my starters, just making sure everybody's healthy for next week. Because right now you're down 32 points. It's going to be tough to come back, especially against a good Terrier team.
And a team that in Bellows Falls who will just run the ball and eat clock up,
right,
as we've seen happen a lot this quarter. But Millerick fires deep down the field at a man, Jeremy Rounds, but he couldn't connect, and that falls incomplete.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game.
.4:24 to go, third quarter, second down and 10. In this opening, home opener for Bellows Falls. Brattleboro quarterback pitches it off to Chris Carroll, and he breaks free.
Ooh.
Faked a lot of defenders out, and he's pushed out of bounds, but not before. He rips off a huge gain.
Yeah.
And Millerick, a little sneaky on that one. Confused everyone. And a nice run there by Carroll to pick up a first down and move the chains.
Yeah, very nice run by Carroll there. Sprinting past a ton of defenders. Big play for the Colonels.
So Millerick, with a fake, has a man open, but just overthrows him. And we've seen that a couple times. Millerick is not afraid to make that pass, but just hasn't connected. Has had a couple guys open, but just a little too much on it.
Yeah, Millerick has the arm definitely to make those big passes, but he's just outshot his receivers here tonight. It was that nice touchdown catch in the first quarter when the Colonels opened up this game with a touchdown. But besides that, there hasn't been too much in the throwing game for the Colonels.
Yeah, since that opening touchdown when Brattleboro went up 7-0, they've been outscored 46-7 since then. And here's Millerick rolling to his right, has a man open, but off the fingertips of number 9, Malik Main. And just off his fingertips, that would have been a first down. He might have had some space to get even into the end zone, but that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Today's coverage is being brought in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all of your printing needs, and thank all of our advertisers for their support.
So here's Millerick in the shotgun. Frost behind him, and Millerick is able to dump it off to Carroll, and he cuts around the corner. He's got a first down, looking to get to the end zone, and Carroll goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Brattleboro.
Nice job by Carroll there. And Millerick having to get rid of the ball quickly, but Carroll there once again for the short little dish off, and Carroll takes it into the left side of the end zone for the score. It's a good drive by the Colonels right here. Not giving up, not going away in this game.
They will kick the extra point, trying to cut it down to 25. Ball down, kick up. It is good. And a touchdown pass, number 2 on the night for Millerick, and it's 46-21. 3:55 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 3:55 to play. 46-21. Our score. Bellows Falls in control of this one after getting down 7-0. They have really put it on here as they lead 46-21. The last touchdown there scored by Brattleboro. They'll kick it off. Kick a little short. Fielded by 22. And Shane Clark is going to go over the 50-yard line, or not, almost to the 50-yard line, excuse me. Where he'll be tackled, and it'll bring up first down and 10 for the Terriers. Already 3 touchdowns scored in this third quarter with 3:47 to play.
Yeah, nice return by Clark. Really been a big force in this game. Made a ton of nice runs here tonight, and his offensive line doing a nice job of blocking for him.
Well, if you're Bellows Falls, you just keep the ball on the ground. You've had success running it. You want to keep the chains moving. You want to keep the clock moving and get to this fourth quarter. Quick handoff, and losing his footing is 47, Brady Clark. And it looks like he is down. Like his foot maybe got caught in the turf and twisted an ankle, and he does not look good. So injury timeout on the field, 3:34 to play in the third quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Inside 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brady Clark, the injured Terrier, has gotten up and walked off under his own power, so he looks to be okay for the time being. I'm sure he won't get much more action in this game the way the score's going. And handoff up the middle. This one to Shane Clark, and he dives forward for a first down across the 40-yard line of the Colonels. 1st and 10 Terriers.
If you miss any of our local programs on our 3 YCN network stations, you can always watch our shows and games anytime on our website, ycnnow.com.
So 1st and 10. Terrier football at the 39-yard line of the Colonels. Inside 3 minutes, clock moving, 46-21 lead. Inside handoff. This one goes to Joe Terry. First carry of the night for Terry. Junior getting the carry, and he'll pick up a couple yards. 2nd down and 8. Well, I guess if you're Brattleboro, you got one more chance. You stop them on this drive, get a touchdown, get right back in it. But if you give up a score here, it probably will be too little too late. Just like you said, get out of this game with no injuries. 2nd and 8. Inside handoff this time to McGregor Vancourt, the sophomore running back. So clearly this is what's happening for the Terriers. They are not emptying their bench, but getting in some of the second string guys.
Yeah, definitely a smart move. Still the third quarter here, but Terriers cannot afford to have any star players go down. Got to be smart. Just got to keep the clock rolling.
And it's probably, I would imagine, 4-down territory if they don't get this 3rd and 4 conversion here. Go to under center, and he'll keep it himself off the right side. Sprints to the corner, he gets to the corner, and he gets the first down at the 25-yard line. It's a nice job by Coda there, keeping it by himself, getting the first down. Clock continuing to move as we approach 1 minute to play in the third quarter.
And I think some candidates toward the end of the game for our HR Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. Logan Coda, quarterback for Bellows Falls, and Shane Clark, running back, also for the Terriers, both with very nice games here tonight. Not sure who's going to win it. You'll have to stay tuned. Find out.
1st and 10, handoff goes up the middle, number 44 on the carry. That's Spencer Clark. Gains a yard, 2nd and 9. 30 seconds to play here in the quarter. See if the Terriers run one more play. They don't look like they're in any sense of urgency to run a play. And it looks like they will let the clock run down to end the third quarter. So, as the clock hits triple zeros to end the third quarter, the Bellows Falls Terriers lead the Brattleboro Colonels 46-21. We will take a break on the YCN Game of the Week and come back with fourth quarter action right after this.